But we were talking the other day about how they were doing trial tests with Ecstasy, and they were seeing if, maybe this will help with post-traumatic stress disorder. I mean, we've tried every other thing that we can possibly think of, and why not try with drugs that are thought of originally to be illicit and illegal and wrong, right? And, well, when they did the studies, come to find out, it worked pretty well, right? Now, we talked about this the other day, and I talked about how we shouldn't just shut out the idea of, using illicit drugs because they're illegal and they already have a taboo associated with them. We should do studies with them as well. And I have had the pleasure over the past 2 days, it was a lot more today though. Now CNN is covering the story. There were other mainstream sources that were covering the story. And they are so surprised by this. And I find it hilarious that they're surprised by this. It's like, come to find out, a drug that is used for people to feel euphoria, when you use it, you're not really that sad anymore. Yeah, that's what the drug is for. I mean, that's why people take it. It makes them feel euphoric. So if you give it to a post-traumatic stress disorder patient, it can give them a little bit of relief from feeling stress and feeling anguish day in and day out. So to me, this is like the most common sense thing anybody could think of. In fact, even before they did this study, if you were to go up to any doctor or go up to anybody who's experimented with drugs in their life, they would probably say, yeah, if somebody's suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder and they take ecstasy, they're gonna feel a little bit better. I mean, that's just the nature of taking a chemical that messes with your brain chemistry. And look, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's only upsides and no downsides, but to try to pretend like there are no downsides, to try to pretend like there are no upsides associated with stuff like this, is just being blind to reality. So I love the way that the media is covering this. I love how surprised they are. But look, man, when you do the studies and you have the science to back you up, then your case becomes a lot easier to make to the American people. And hopefully sometime down the road, after they do all the studies and we know for sure how positive this thing is, and then we'll get to a point where people are like, yeah, ecstasy is the common treatment for post-traumatic stress disorder. And I want to be clear. I'm not arguing that I'm in favor of illegal drugs solely because, I want to get high or I want other people to get high. That's not what this is about, right? I could certainly make that argument, and I think that argument does make sense in terms of people having the liberty and the freedom to put whatever they want in their body. But in this case in particular, this has more to do with finding a drug that actually works and actually alleviates these people and their mental anguish. And I can't imagine, can you imagine what somebody who has post-traumatic stress disorder, what they go through day in and day out? I mean, people who were over in Iraq and over in Afghanistan and have witnessed things that we can't in our wildest dreams imagine. I mean, shouldn't we exhaust every single possible method to try to get these people feeling better?